We're talking about the feet moving across the feet and also making a point of understanding how to use the outside border of the foot. That's something that can help us rather than trying to avoid it, because sometimes we do avoid that. Think that this is a dangerous place to be. It's a dangerous place to be if you release pressure from the big toe joint, because we do need to be able to use this last metatarsal head to give us a wall or a safety area. So I'm going to look at some very extreme movements where we have a lot of rotation through hips and through leg bones, lots of ankle activity, and it's very easy for, let's say on a throwaway oversway, for the man to overturn his knee and to roll to the edge of the foot in an unhealthy way. So we'll just look at that one moment, and this would be something similar that we might see in a hinge line or also in a left whisk. There are many examples, but we'll use the throwaway today. So when the man is moving into his left foot, what happens here is there's quite a strong rotation that has to be felt through the hips and through also the inward rotation of the free leg, so we don't trap this leg turned out and then try to go with the lady. Now I can't partner my lady at all. But the temptation here, once we get the hips turning, I'm just going to hold on so that I don't put too much weight in here and injure it, is for the man's leg to swing outside of his foot. And now all I really have holding me is the outside border of my foot, and putting pressure and weight into the knee in this position is very dangerous. And this also is a security for the woman. I need to have an inward feeling with my adductors, the inside thigh muscles, so that I can work my right hip and thigh against this wall that I have all the way down there. This gives my lady security, gives me security, and also secures my line. So as the man is taking his weight here, the knee needs to remain, let's say, inside the shoe or inside the line of the feet. So my attempt here would be to try to put my knee into, again, the stable position. What is the stable position? If we were doing squats or doing wall sits, we would be trying to align the tibia and the knee with this arrow that goes through the second toe. That is a position of stability, not a position of mobility. For mobility and locomotion, we want to go through the big toe joint. If we're dancing a line, if we're going to go into a whisk action or into a throwaway, of course we have mobility, but we're not locomoting our body into a forward walk. We're trying to work around a very, very stable area. So that's where I'm going to concentrate on holding my knee. Now that requires the inside muscles to be well tuned in the opposite direction of the strong body turn. So I will feel a very strong crease in the left hip as my right hip moves through and towards the lady. So I'm turning to the left, and I have a feeling of my leg trying to hold to the right. Now as I do that, again, I'm feeling very strongly the four corners of the foot, the two metatarsal heads and both sides of the heel bone. Don't forget, this is your friend. Not your friend if you roll on it, but your friend if you have firmness along the ground and also both of those metatarsal heads on the floor. So I can achieve this more easily if I really try to press the big toe pad and first metatarsal head onto the floor, which is inward, while my hip is rotating outward. So this will protect the knee, secure the line, and also give the lady a good place to work against, because we are using our bodies. Now the lady on the other side can easily do the opposite. She can easily roll over this way. She has to make sure that she has a lot of mobility here in her hip, in her knees, because she has to secure her position here and be able to swing her leg freely back. Again, all the muscles are working strongly around the top of the leg, and I'm trying to be aware of where my knee is aligned. Now because of this mobility of the lady, her knee is going to move a little bit more towards her big toe joint. than the man's would. She has more ability to be mobile there because she's not at the threat of rolling off this foot unless she turns herself too far. So again, it's being aware of how much activity we have in that ankle. So you can see here what I have to do as a lady is I have to increase the pressure in this direction in my foot. But I do feel there's a lot of work going on through this area of my foot. I'm not going to try to be completely to the inside. I don't want to roll too much to the outside of the foot.